thought the video froze up there, but no, it's just the BIOS loading.
Yeah. Kept throwing me off too. It's weird I have nostalgia for that logo entirely because of zombies at my neighbors in Castlevania 4.
Not so weird on the last one there.
Yeah. I didn't play it
I
that
miss
much,
that
but
logo.
yeah.
I like that logo.
Cyberpunk Adventure.
Yeah, this is that cyberpunk game everyone said was disappointing, right?
This is the
Yeah, I mean, this brought PCs to a crawl. Holy shit, the rolling sound space!
Hey, this is a CD game, alright? I mean, check out this audio. That's the selling point. It's either that or god-awful FMVs.
This is just Blade Runner, but Japanese.
Well, no, because I actually like this.
1996.
Agreed.
A mysterious explosion destroys the Chernobyl research facility near Moscow. Lucifer Alpha, a powerful biological weapon under secret development there, is released into the atmosphere, creating a deadly biohazard. Carried by the trade winds, Lucifer Alpha spreads throughout Eastern Europe
It's
and
literally
Eurasia,
named Satan.
destroying 80% of the populace. Half of the world's people die.
You think Kojima is
The greatest
not subtle?
biohazard in history later becomes known simply as the catastrophe. But at this time, who could have possibly imagined that the ultimate biohazard
Yeah,
would
the
live
catastrophe,
for
you know, just the
another
one.
half-century?
Well, why is that half the
50
population? You
years
tend to
later,
forget about the others.
Mankind
I guess so,
faces its
yeah.
greatest crisis: the appearance of a mysterious android life form. Its purpose and
Oh,
origin
Jeremy
unknown.
Ballstein is the
Is
translator.
it a new form of weapon?
Oh.
Or perhaps an invasion from some other world? They appear during winter, killing humans and infiltrating society by taking the place of their victims. Employing an artificial skin, they can sweat and even bleed. Part organic, part machine. They're almost impossible to distinguish from
The most
those
important
they
thing
kill.
about a robot is that it can sweat.
These ones.
As they steal their victims' bodies in order to take their place, these mysterious invaders become known as Snatchers.
I'm trying not to talk.
Oh
too
no,
much.
they vomit lasers!
I'm gonna try and not talk over like the exposition bits, but yeah, there's a lot to say about this game. I think it was originally on like I think it was on the MSX2, and then it was like ported to PC-88, which this version's based on. But this Sega CD version is the only version in English. It's also generally just considered the best version, which is not often you can say that for the Sega CD.
Yep, it's Japan.
This game kind of went with more sprite work than like awful FMV sequences, and I think this game's aged pretty well as a result.
Yeah, this game looks
Oh.
great.
You know you're in the future when you attach a Neo to everything.
I think you said once you want to have like a Mugen stage with this background.
I did, yeah, but I couldn't think of a way to make it reliably happen. So, actual credited voice actors.
Oh,
And this is
yeah.
1994.
Oh, Metal Gear's in here.
Yeah.
Random Hyjile.
These are major characters. Random in Metal Gear.
I love Random Select. I always play as Random in my fighting games.
If I get my break as a voice actor, I want to voice Mokujin. I
So
forgot
that's
about that
literally a shot from Blade Runner.
Oh,
Who?
I don't know. Some 90s guy.
So I think this is Kojima's... Shit, was this... I forget if this is between or after the first two Metal Gears. I should probably find that out.
I would think after.
I would imagine based on just how much more complicated this game looks.
Yeah, I think it was after. I don't know, because Metal Gear 2 was surprisingly late. Is that his brother?
From what I remember, the actual, like, dub work is actually pretty good, too.
That's the... Yeah, that's one of the impressive things.
Gillian, what is it? What's wrong?
Jamie, I've become a junker.
A junker? Gillian, but why?
Jamie, you know why. It's the only way we can regain our lost memories. Snatcher is the only word that keeps coming back.
I mean, good for the
every time we
time.
try to remember our past.
Not amazing, but I still think it holds up pretty well. Certainly
Yes, but
considering
I can
it's
sense that
1994
there is
was like
something
crazy
terrible
old
hidden in our past.
for video game
And
voice
if
acting.
we remember it, it will destroy us.
Jamie,
Wow. What an exposition dump at the beginning.
Yeah, well.
I'm going now. Jamie!
What? I can't hear you.
Gillian Seed, estimated age 31. 3 years ago, he and his wife Jamie Seed are taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force.
Why are you telling me all
Both
this?
Gillian and Jamie suffer from severe amnesia. Their memories of events prior to being picked up in Siberia lost in a mysterious
I already know
mental
I am
fog.
Gillian.
2
Oh, you
years
forgot.
ago, after a vain
Oh,
attempt
shit.
to rebuild their marriage, Jamie and Gillian separate. Following extensive special military training, Gillian is ordered to report to Neo-Kobe City as a junker, effective today.
He's listening to this because he's the guy from Memento as well.
Yeah, I guess I like media with forgetful protagonists. Kind of restraining myself from like dumping too much info and then having nothing to say later on.
Sony!
Sega.
Assy!
Yeah.
I ripped rights of this screen. It was a pain in the ass.
The Konami Omni building. Konami has taken over the world.
Yeah.
Oh, I
they're-
can't wait for Act 2.
Act 2 was the gentleman somehow.
I'm Gillian Seed. I've been assigned to Junker headquarters effective today.
Oh, you're Mr. Seed. Please forgive me. My name is Mika Slayton. I'm the administrative assistant and operator here at Junker headquarters. Very pleased to meet you.
Yeah, the
I'm
voice
going
acting's
to
not like-
investigate you.
Oh no, you can do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is what it. Yeah, no. It is what it sounds like. He's a. Let's just say when I made Gillian in The Sims, hopeless romantic was one of his traits.
Oh, no.
Never mind.
Mr. Seed?
Gillian's fine. You can call me Gillian, Mika.
Okay, Gillian. I'll open the main door and show you around headquarters.
Yeah, maybe it's for the best that we choose a video that doesn't procrastinate.
Because there's a lot of stuff, especially in this like open
That's what-
area.
Chief Cunningham, Gillian
The
Seed is here.
computers
I brought
like
him
a
in
lot
as
to
you
do as well.
requested.
Thanks for coming, Seed. I'm Benson Cunningham, the Chief of Junker Operations.
Gillian Seed. I've been transferred here from the 17th Special Forces Division.
I've heard all about your special training in the military, Seed. I hope you'll put it to good use on your new assignment here. By the way, I understand you're suffering from amnesia. Any sign yet that your memory's coming back?
I'm afraid not. I still can't remember a thing from before the army
Just
picked me up
casually
3
throw
years
that
ago.
out.
I've had no
married, aren't
memory
you?
for as long as I can remember.
Yes, but we're separated now. She has amnesia as well, and without any memories between the two of us, I'm afraid there was very little to base a good relationship on.
I can see your point there.
Also, the stereo audio is strong.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, a turbo cycle.
Yeah, which isn't what it sounds like. It's that vehicle you just saw earlier.
Thing that doesn't look like a cycle.
Yeah. It just looks like a car. It's a flying car.
Oh, runners.
So, so when I played this, I had never seen Blade Runner, and I have seen it since. So, yeah,
Should be enough to
got a
make your
different
duties
perspective.
as a junker quite clear. This is your junker ID card.
It makes
will
a little
identify you as a junker.
sound.
Carrying it allows you to
I mean,
exercise
it
your
could do.
special authority.
I like to imagine it does.
I see. Sort of like a police officer's badge, huh?
And here's some money. It's not much, but you'll need it to carry out your investigation.
Here's your first paycheck.
Credit cards aren't accepted.
Well, you
in
showed
some
up. Here's
regions
some
of the
money.
city. You'll need this sooner or later.
Sounds like it's a rough place out there.
Go see Harry, the engineer. He's got your equipment ready for you.
Kind of a weird futurism where they only take cash, although I suppose that's more a reflection of how, like, rough Neo Kobe is, I guess.
Yeah.
I forgot they were called runners, I forgot.
Look, they're just really athletic, okay?
They do say this game hasn't been released because it is very close to copyright violation in a lot of areas. Although this game actually reappeared on the PC Engine Mini. It's also on like the European American versions, but it's still only in Japanese. So have fun playing an adventure game in Japanese. Suppose they didn't just take it out, but no, it's still there. Oh no, training. Okay, we're really just. Okay, so they're really
Oh,
just
good, Harry's
speedrunning this.
Great to meet you. You're Gillian Seed, right? Haven't we met somewhere before?
No, I don't believe so.
Really? Well, I guess I must be imagining things.
Uh-oh.
I know. All right, allow me to introduce the
Really
navigator,
speedrunning
which
this.
is designed
Like they're really
especially
just
for you.
choosing the
Hey,
critical
Metal
options.
Gear, get out here.
Oh no, boss theme.
Theme of Tara.
Look at it go.
Metal, introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Pleased to meet you, Gillian. I am Metal Gear Mach 2. I am programmed to be your personal assistant.
Metal Gear? That's a pretty weird name.
Oh, he's cute.
It'll never take off.
Thank you.
I think
Yeah, it's kind of
he's
funny
very
because
red. I took his basic design and his name from the Metal Gear Menace of the late 20th century. But quite unlike that Metal Gear, this one was designed for peaceful purposes.
Oh, that's actually just canon.
Oh, that's right. Don't
Although
correct
it's-
yourself. I got it right over here.
although
This
late
is your
20th
blaster,
century is
the
kind of
official
weird
weapon
in
of a
retrospect,
junker.
but you know,
It's
whatever.
got full user feedback circuitry, adjusting itself to your reaction time. In other words, it's just as good as you are. What do you think? Here, see how she feels.
This gun is cyber somehow.
This gun forgot what to do.
Unbelievably light.
You bet it is. This ain't one of those ray guns the Army uses. She's put together with the latest carbon polymers and ceramics, not affected by heat one bit. and her ergonomic design optimizes both functionality and firepower. Well, what do you think, Gillian?
I'll take it.
I'll take it because it's a gun.
Should say that, okay, so this guy's like speedrunning this shit, so we are missing a bit of dialogue, but there's a lot of techno babble in this game. Like Kojima likes to explain everything, and that's mostly true in the computer room where you can type in a lot of things that aren't even covered by the main plot to learn more about this world. You can also type in Kojima's name and learn his like date of birth and shit.
Oh, it has a save function.
Yeah, it's like the codec. Also interesting, this is like a Western localization, but this is before like, well, I guess there was Metal Gear in the NES in the West, but still, it's kind of funny. It's predates like Metal Gear Solid when Metal Gear was super mainstream.
Junker HQ, this is Gibson. I've cornered a probable male snatcher. I'm in the abandoned factory in the M district. Request immediate backup.
Gillian, that means you. You better head out right away. Jean needs your help.
We must hurry. We'll use a turbocycle to travel to the scene.
Be careful, Gillian.
This is a turbocycle, specially
Is it?
designed for Junker use. In addition to three-wheeled ground travel, it is capable of hovering and high-speed flight. The vehicle is also VTOL.
We took off a wheel so people didn't think it's just a flying car.
A flying tricycle.
They named it first, and then they had to modify it based on the name.
We have been assigned this vehicle for use in our investigations.
Use Metal Gear.
It has 2 wheels in the front and 1 wheel in the back.
Sure. It's rear-wheel drive. I want to go home. I actually really like doing that.
The abandoned factory.
My first day on the job, and now this. Ace Junker Gibson has cornered a suspected snatcher. I wonder if this guy really is a snatcher. Guess I'll find out now if all that training really paid off.
I really like the soundtrack. It's got those like little moments. It's not like typical video game music, like, but what's there I do enjoy.
What is how many good games are on the Sega CD? Like 2?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even like Sonic CD that much.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call it a bad game, like, you know, it's...
I mean, compared to the rest of the selection, it's you know,
yeah.
pretty decent.
Oh, and I would say Without Hesitation is the best Sega CD game. Not that that's much of an accomplishment. And if you speak English, then it is kind of an exclusive title to this day.
Oh.
No!
What was that?
A male scream. Perhaps something has happened to Jean-Jacques.
Everything is male.
Gillian, please use extreme caution. I read multiple moving objects within the factory. This could indicate the presence of snatchers or insectors.
Insectors? What in the world's that?
A spider-like robot used by snatchers as security devices. Though compact in size, they are armed with needle guns. Use extreme caution.
And this is almost as rough of a first day as Leon Kennedy had. What are insectors? They're things you can shoot because, like, snatchers are actually kind of rare plot-wise, so we need something else for you to shoot.
What are they? They're things you should probably know about.
This is your training.
What the?
It's Little John.
Little John?
Yes, Jean-Jacques Gibson's personal navigator.
Yes, we give all of our robots funny names.
He's dead, Jim.
So, I thought I'd get more chance to talk, but I forgot that the pacing of this game could be really quick if you want it to be. The actual gameplay is just these menus, pretty much. Just selecting the right options to progress.
Can you get this memory chip out of there in one piece?
Yeah, it's a
I will attempt it. Now retrieve
A visual
adventure
novel.
game, visual novel.
Yeah.
memory chip retrieved.
But there's a lot like little extracurricular things you can do if you like the world.
I love how all these games have that Zelda jingle.
Oh, dear God.
Be a shock if it wasn't ruined in the fucking thumbnail. So, one thing that's kind of weird is I actually played this in like, I don't know, 2005 or 6, and then a couple of years later, Fallout 3 came out, and, you know, post-apocalyptic Bethesda game. Has absolutely nothing to do with Snatcher. Has an absolute shitload of references to Snatcher in it, including a recreation of this corpse, and if you interact with the corpse, it's carrying the exact same items. There's an area in Fallout 3 named after Snatcher characters, and you can also explore a house that has more references to some very specific puzzles in this game. I don't know why, because it's not a cyberpunk game.
I think the creators were fans.
Yeah, there's actually more references in Fallout 3 than there are on Metal Gear Solid 4, which was released the same year. How are we taking all this in?
Now analyzing recovered hair sample.
We got a lot of random crap.
Analysis complete. Results on the display. 1. Chromosomal analysis of cells from the papilla and root reveal 46XY. Subject is male. 2. Hair color, brown. Hair structure reading of 65 indicates European subject, wavy hair. 3. Attachment of root structure and thickness of the base of the strand suggest hair was pulled out of follicle. 4. Enzyme antibody analysis indicates subject is blood type A, Rh factor negative. 5. Cell component distribution indicates presence.
We got some hexagons, they're going crazy.
Is this pre-DNA?
Suggests that the strand of hair was pulled from the scalp of
No.
Sean's attacker during
No,
the
no, it's getting old.
This strand of hair almost certainly came from a male European, blood type A negative Snatcher. Now analyzing recovered tissue sample.
Is DNA newer than I realized?
80s,
Say what?
maybe.
Analysis complete.
70s?
Results on the display.
70s, 80s.
1. Enzyme antibody analysis indicates subject is blood type O, Rh factor negative. 2. Chromosomal analysis of cells in the sample reveal.
I mean, we're talking about the literal discovery of it, or its application in forensics.
Cell component distribution indicates presence of artificial protein compounds. 4. Number of melanocytes in sample indicates that subject is Caucasian. The results of the analysis strongly suggest that the tissue sample, a cluster of skin cells, was scraped from the subject during a struggle with John. These skin cells almost certainly came from a female European, blood type O negative Snatcher.
It was in the 80s, apparently. I actually looked it up, I was actually curious.
Analysis of Jean's stomach reveals a major lesion on the caloric region of the gastric membrane.
So, John had an ulcer, huh?
Yes. In addition, I read a substantial quantity of partially digested organic compounds.
Organic compounds. If you can determine the composition and the degree to which the food's been digested, we may be able to figure out where Jean's been.
Here, and, where he called you in.
We went to a place with food.
Compounds present.
He was at his house.
He's eating something. What?
He was at Neo Burger King.
Results of the analysis indicate the organic compounds are primarily composed proteins that have been exposed to digestive acids for approximately 3 hours. Amino acid structure of the protein suggests the meat is that of a buffalo.
Buffalo meat?
Yes, buffalo meat. The results indicate that Jean ate buffalo meat somewhere about 3 hours before he was killed. I'm
Hello.
Hi.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Snatchers?
Unable to confirm. I suggest we investigate.
I suggest we shoot first and ask questions later. God, that post-mortem, can you imagine like what your average Ace Attorney game would be like if you could have a post-mortem that goddamn fast? That specific.
It's pretty gruesome for a game of this age.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not like cartoony Mortal Kombat violence, it's like kind of realistic, little horrific.
It's just kind of Eternal Champions violence.
Yeah. Same system. Oh, Kojima, you and your little meta tricks.
Whoa!
Time bomb?
Evacuate immediately! There is little time!
I haven't saved since I got to the factory.
I mean, this is the guy who made the, Psycho Mantis. He knows when you're saving or not. The
Kojima's
turning the
watching you.
The turning the volume up thing is really neat, but it's spoiled by all the sounds that happen in between. So this is like the gameplay.
Right.
It's fine. It's functional.
Oh man, whack-a-mole.
But basically, yeah, and you can see you just hold it in the direction of the D-pad.
It is indeed that mini game from the Toy Story game made by Traveler's Tales.
It gets surprisingly difficult at the very end as well. There's like a nasty sequence at the end.
We're getting out of here.
Sorry, I cannot go with you!
What's wrong with you? Hurry it up.
I am incapable of locomotion!
What on earth are you blabbering about? Let's go. It's gonna blow.
Please save yourself! I am paralyzed with fear!
Oh, I can't believe this stupid robot. Come on.
Oh god. Turn your sound up
Oh,
so
I-
you can be fucking deafened by this explosion.
Yeah,
Got him.
got him.
Jeez, my ears are really ringing.
That's because you left the volume turned up.
Oh my god, shut up!
There is no need for concern. I have stored all the information about the evidence and the area in my memory. We should return
Christ,
to
I hate you,
Junker
Kojima.
headquarters.
Kojima laughs.
We've returned to Junker headquarters.
Damn it.
That was some first day.
Now entering the building. We've entered the lobby.
Gillian, I heard about Jean.
I'm sorry. I wish I could have done more.
He died
performed your duties quite
peacefully? Oh god, who am I
satisfactorily.
kidding?
That's right, it's not your fault, Gillian. Don't worry about it. By the way, the chief is waiting for you.
This is the chief's office.
I don't think he suffered.
Well, Seed, that was a pretty rough first assignment to draw.
His face is
You
screaming in
made a great
agony.
effort, though. I've studied the data transmitted back by Metal Gear, so I know all about what happened out there. It's too bad about Gibson. He was a great junker. Seed, I need you to take over for him. You're the only one I've got left who can battle this Snatcher menace.
I was always a little confused why there's literally just 2 agents. I always thought it was a little weird. But whatever. Better reload a save, see if we can save him.
I was speedrunning.
The shooting range, you actually, like, there's like a bunch of dialogue you can open up by doing that. Like, the characters will actually commentate on his score and stuff.
Well, he's dead. Time to root through his shit.
It's just kind of prescribed to the kind of futurism where, like, literally anything that's like physical is considered obsolete and weird. Like a key? Who uses keys? It's like come on, Kojima. Like,
You know, like in 10 years after this game came out.
Oh, but there's still a floppy disk.
that one's actually acknowledged. No, that's
Oh.
yeah.
Well, I mean, if you
this-
say
this
that
was-
about everything that you find, then you might eventually get one right, you know?
I mean, also this game was released on CD. Like you
What
didn't
kind
know.
of medicine is this?
I'll perform an analysis. Acid
pill.
inhibitors, membrane-protecting agents, H2 blockers. This is medication for an ulcer.
Jeez. It looks like Jean's stomach was really in terrible shape. Then what was he doing eating buffalo? That seems a little unusual.
Loves buffalo.
Perhaps there was some reason that he had to eat buffalo.
What?
It is answered. There is an answer. Although that does sound kind of crazy when you say it out loud. He had to eat buffalo. Where the hell's the plot going? That's why I'm glad someone's
Oh,
watching
sweet
that
chess
played it.
piece.
Hello, Jean. If you want to survive, you must eat live buffalo.
But I've got an ulcer. Behind this door is... In this drawer is buffalo meat. In the other drawer,
so our
also
new
medicine.
junker has returned.
I register high alcohol levels. Harry is intoxicated.
Thanks,
I
Matt.
really, you know, I really thought you were better than that.
Harry!
What kind of backup was that supposed to be? If you were a better junker than that, Jean wouldn't have had to die out there.
Harry, that statement is incorrect.
Don't worry about it, Metal. Harry's right.
Jean,
I mean, you did all the
sorry,
vital
it's
options.
not your fault.
Metal, would you give Harry the memory chip we pulled out of Little John?
Of course. Harry, this is Little John's memory.
It was actually Metal Gear's fault for that really slow introduction they had.
Time to investigate. Okay.
When I see any numbers ever, I just assume, is this a date?
Well, if it's on a bottle of wine, you'd... Of the year, rather than a date. Yeah, the problem with, like, beelining through this is that there's no build-up for this shit.
Who the hell are you?
I'm an acquaintance of Gibson.
Hi.
I need some information.
You an investigator too, huh? Can't trust them. All right, let's have the password.
The password?
Yeah, if you... Yeah, I think that dialogue's like if you just beeline to this without really investigating much. So, how did you know that? Played this before?
Well, if you want to
The
jump to the
password-
7.5-hour one, then be my guest.
No, I know. It's just I'm starting to notice how weird this is.
I guess I just someone
Yeah.
must have told you.
I love that. It's like, how did you know that? I didn't know there was dialogue for that. That's really neat. Okay, so the actual idea is if you don't happen to know that, you have to go to the Jordan computer and look it up. That's what Metal tells you to do if you don't get it straight away. But apparently there's dialogue for just skipping it, which is honestly kind of neat.
I think Zero Escape does that a lot, actually. If you, like, just put in the solution without actually finding all the clues. Just like, wait, how the hell did you figure that out?
Well, to be fair, that was like a historical fact, so it's not completely out there to... to know it.
Make sure to call your wife.
I think there's a point where it's required, other than that, it's purely just for shits and giggles.
Or make sure we go through the cyber tunnel there.
But you can see just like how much like options you have.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like the different things you can do. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Very ominous music for your home.
I have a place to live too? What?
Okay.
Pretty weird tune, this. Is that the year 2020 Tokyo Olympics? I forgot how like sassy they are to each other. It's great. All the characters want to call his wife.
Do we have to look at this photo like 5 times?
The Moscow Olympics. Ah. Oh.
I guess that's why they kept investigating it, because I didn't know about that.
Oh, weird.
This game's like got an absurd amount of, well, for the time, an absurd amount of like optional things. To the point where I'm watching a video of it now and even I didn't know about it, and I've completed this game like 3 or 4 times.
Hi, Jamie speaking. Oh, Gillian, how are you?
I can see it's you, you don't have to say who it is.
Hang up!
Bye!
Have you got Prince Albert in a can? And then just...
Is your refrigerator in the can? Okay, bye!
Right?
I can this is required. It seems like a weird thing to include here. I know you have to call it at one point, but that's not for a while. Although they were really pestering for you to call her, so...
Metal Gear just would not shut up about it. Don't pick on me. Metal Gear does that enough.
So,
Don't
I'm
call. Don't call.
haven't had a chance to mention it yet, but if you didn't know Metal Gear Mark II, there's like your companion in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh,
It's
right.
like that robot Otacon controls. Still less references than Fallout 3 for some reason. One thing I know about this game is that once I saw on Kojima's Twitter account, he was in the London Docklands near where I was born, and he said it reminded him of Neo Kobe. I thought that was neat. Because it had those big, like, spotlights in the sky, like the back signal.
Wait, it reminded of a place he created?
Yeah. There's a lot of skyscrapers there. I mean, he created, ripped off from Blade Runner.
Wow. Does that mean where you're born looks like Blade Runner?
Nearby, yeah, kinda, actually.
Oh.
Is that...
It's another thing you're supposed to look up on the computer, Junker HQ.
Yeah, but that was a lot. Right, this is a lot of random questions, for fuck's sake.
I think it is literally random as well. I'm pretty sure it's different every time, so you can't even just go into it prepared. You gotta have like all the answers ready. Well, how many marks can you have on your body on birthmarks? Because like a tattoo, I guess.
I have a death mark.
Oh, they're really... Are they looking it up? Oh, they're looking mouse cursor! Google! What is Katrina's mark? I think it takes birth or birthmark.
I mean, that is easy.
Heart, I believe. It's in the shape of Mr. Heart.
Shape of the Rolly guy from Streets of Rage. Great,
you're either a junker or a pervert.
I'm very sorry about all of that.
I'm glad you know so many
I'm
personal
Katrina
things about
Gibbs'
me,
daughter.
guy who I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
What's the matter, Mr. Seed?
I'm very sorry, Katrina. It's my fault your father's dead.
Gillian.
No, if I could have gotten there just a little sooner, your father might still be alive.
Oh, Mr. Seed, I appreciate your feelings, but I was always ready for the worst with my father. Every day as I watched him leave for work, will it be today, tomorrow? I knew it was a dangerous job.
Katrina, that's...
Well, I'm a junker's daughter.
Do you think you'll be alright by yourself?
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. Besides, I don't think I have any tears left.
Katrina, are you sure?
Wait, then what's going on in your sprite?
Okay, Junker, you've got work to do, right? Keep yourself busy. That's the best way to take your mind
Doing that
off
Larry
of it.
Butts thing.
Okay, Katrina.
Like,
you're
just sees
probably
to
right.
eternity.
I'll appreciate any help you can give me on this investigation.
Where were you last night?
Mind if I study your study?
I need to ask you some very important questions. First, are you a snatcher?
Second, I have a chess piece. I'm going to put it on this damn chessboard.
And it'll open up the secret room.
Do you know anything about your father needing to eat buffalo? Did you force feed him buffalo?
How to beat buffalo? I have an ulcer, honey. You gotta eat it! It's a bottle of Konami, apparently.
Oh god, it is.
Plato's Cavern.
It'll protect your skin from good business practices.
Yep. Who uses photographs anymore?
Dun dun. A disc goes into a computer.
I love how all these games have that Zelda jingle
It's great.
of their own.
Yeah, this one
Let's
has
turn
some
on
good-
this PC-88.
Yeah.
Jesus.
PC-68. Oh, wow.
I actually kind of buy this though, because like, you know, if you're in like the cyberpunk future, you ain't hacking this. You know, you get like probably having a floppy disk
Snatcher
there. Anyway,
investigation
let's listen to this.
file. Why do snatchers appear in the winter? Why are snatchers nocturnal? I believe I have found the answer to these questions. Snatchers' vampire-like behavior is due to their desire to avoid exposure to sunlight. The
Why are you
reason
just
they
hitting
dislike
enter
sunlight
randomly?
is because of their defective artificial skin.
These little enter icons.
Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes overproduction of melanocytes in the epidermis of their artificial skin, leading to a form of skin cancer with the characteristics of melanoma. In other words, what we call simple sunburn is fatal to them. This relationship between ultraviolet rays and their artificial skin should give us a way to track them down. It should take at least 6 more months before they can develop a form of skin which overcomes this defect. These conclusions suggest several useful methods for locating and identifying snatchers.
But you can guess how long it takes for them to
Investigate
research
skin
something?
condition.
Yeah, I never
Check
quite
for any
bought
evidence
that,
of
but
melanoma. 2.
maybe there's
Check
maybe there's something
Cancer
later that
cells
tells us. I'm
secrete
not
a
sure.
unique foul odor.
Cancer smells?
The presence of pollen.
Oh, really?
Snatchers are believed to hide in areas plentiful in Snow 9, a snow-like bioengineered pollen crystal.
Is that anything like Ice 9?
Snow 9 can
Oh, no.
always be detected in places they appear. Snow 9 is an allergen, causing throat pain and sneezing. 4. Possession of sunscreen. In order to protect their skin from ultraviolet rays, snatchers use sunscreen even in the dead of winter. This is due to sunscreen's ability to block ultraviolet rays.
Thanks!
Of these techniques, 1 and 4 should prove particularly useful.
If you see someone on the beach, shoot
Besides
them.
working to prevent this skin cancer, snatchers maintain facilities for treating artificial skin which has actually become cancerous. I have succeeded in identifying the hospital where this is performed. P.S. Watch out for a bounty hunter named Random Hajil.
What's wrong with Alice? Is there something out there?
A snatcher, maybe. Katrina, you stay here.
Oh, the cyber collar?
Yeah.
Calm Alice. Alright, Alice is the dog, my bad.
Alice is named after his deceased wife as well. I don't know if the game mentioned that.
Oh.
Yeah, another little detail you get if you don't explore a little.
Just bash enough options until something happens.
What?
Well, now that the bird's taking off, the dog has calmed down.
Stupid bird.
Fucking do.
Yeah. Stupid bird, you made me look bad.
Yeah, this game has a lot of like funny little zingers, like you said, Yoshi. I was actually trying to look one of them up for a video I was editing, but I couldn't find it.
We know Alice isn't running Calm Spirit.
Let me give you my address and video phone number. Give me a call if anything comes up.
Thanks again, Mr. Seed. Take care.
I also didn't mention I actually own this game. I'm not a games collector, but I do actually have a physical copy of this.
Nice.
And I got it for like £3, and it came with a copy of Micro Machines V3.
The hell
Like
yeah?
other than the box being slightly cracked, the disc works fine. So it's kind of weird. It was like A few months after I first played it, I downloaded the ISO, played it on emulator, and my friends mentioned they saw it at our local game shop, and I was like, get out of here, it's like stupidly rare, like, it's not just gonna appear. No, it was literally in the bargain bin. I was
Jesus.
like, oh, okay, I think I'll have that, thank you.
Wait, didn't you emulate this with, like, just a CD player?
Yeah, you can actually just put the disc in your PC, and it will just, you know, the emulator gens or whatever will just work with the disc.
That's fucking
That's how
wild.
that's what I did. Yeah. Although I think now I prefer just to keep it in the box. Also, I don't have a disc drive on this PC.
Eat me.
Yeah, I was just looking at that and trying to remember if I noticed that before.
This game's also an interesting example of early kind of localization. Like how they handled various things.
I notice whenever they do, like, a thought, it's in parentheses and it's not capitalized for some reason.
Well, so, you're the new junker, eh?
You Napoleon?
Well, let's keep this short, okay? The Snatcher sees me here, and I'll be the next one eliminated.
Oh.
Go away.
I always thought there's also a little ambiguity between the difference between look and investigate. Like sometimes you're trying to choose an option, and it's like, oh no, it doesn't mean that, it means that. But
Isn't there some leeway? Like, if it's like you use or show the ID, don't they both work?
sometimes it is a matter of just hammering her out until you get like the right trigger point, though. Also, forgot to mention this game's set during Christmas. We should have been doing this during Christmas.
I love games that do that. It's
Cold outer heaven. Oh god.
just randomly be like, oh yeah, by the way, Christmas. Why not? Twisted Metal, Snatcher, who cares?
Yeah, you're saying you like that.
Yeah. It's like, you know, the Die Hard thing. It's just like, I want to watch Die Hard at Christmas and play Snatcher. My favorite
Yeah.
Christmas games.
Yeah. I mean, it takes up like a good 12th of the year. You know, it doesn't the events of a story don't have to necessarily correlate to that just being, you know, taking place in December.
Just like
It makes sense, but like most games and like most media doesn't really do that.
I just realized that there is actually a reason for this to take place during winter.
Oh.
oh yeah, it's what they just said.
Yeah, I just realized that now. It's not that random. Watch out for random.
Well, even then, like, most media would probably just be like, oh, it's in December, but Christmas wouldn't be like a focus at any kind. But it is really neat when they do that, is just be like, oh, by the way, just to kind of establish the setting.
Especially for a Japanese game where they do have Christmas, but it's kind of it's not a big deal there from what I understand. But it does exist. It's more of like a kind of afterthought thing, like, oh, it's Christmas Day, right? Yeah.
Was it actual Japanese on those billboards?
I guess.
It's interesting.
Maybe just not translating. I don't know.
It's hard to tell sometimes if that's laziness or like a deliberate choice, but I think it's
I mean,
over here because it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it is set in Japan, so.
Wah wah wah.
For calling Plato's Cavern the store with everything. May I help you?
Are you a Snatcher? Could have just looked that up on the internet. Or Jordan, whatever.
Like, instead of just, like, back out, it's just, don't call.
Just realize how dated the Jordan computer is, considering, you know, there's the internet.
Right.
All this, like, sort of cyberpunk media, like, nobody foresaw just the ability to just get all of the world's information just in your bedroom. Or even just outside on a phone.
I mean, if it's like a thing like this would be like, you know, sort of like the police database, more like that would
Yeah.
make sense because you know.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's just kind of. It's kind of funny. He has to call someone for a business address.
Oh man, Plato's Cavern is just the Konami logo rotated.
Oh, we are doing extracurricular things in this super fast playthrough. Nice.
Is Konami like Starbucks in this universe, or what?
Sure.
Oh, apparently there's a story where they just read your
Well,
retina
what
like
do you say? How about getting our fortune told?
We must get in line. All right,
This is-
who's next?
This is
That's me.
100% optional.
Put your face up against here. Look straight ahead. Okay, I've got your
I noticed
retina
Konami had a phone number
What's on your
on that
mind?
advertisement, which I assume is just
Let's see.
another extra
How about
tidbit.
my prospects for
Yeah,
marriage?
little Easter egg.
Marriage. But Gillian,
Hush, Metal. Don't worry about it.
so marriage is it? Let's see.
What the?
Okay, that should do it.
Well, what's the outlook?
Your marriage line is in a high state of disorder.
Disorder?
Divorce.
Duh?
Separation. You have a failed marriage, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
And let's see. That's not all. Yes, you are suffering from a memory loss. Yes.
How can you tell all that?
The eyes are the windows of the soul.
Well then, how can I make things work out with her again?
That's up to you. If you have no memories, then make new ones.
Oh, really? Just like that?
The future is what you make of it. Who's next?
Thank you.
Was
Metal, did you hear what she said? I've always thought those fortune tellers were frauds, but that was impressive.
Gillian, do you actually believe what the woman said?
Yeah, she was right on the mark.
Her clairvoyance is quite elementary. She scanned your retina pattern, correct?
Yeah, so?
The retinal patterns of all citizens are stored in the Alpha 1 database, including yours. All that woman did was retrieve your personal data from Alpha 1 by executing a search for your retinal pattern. That so-called fortune teller is really just a hacker, reading your
So that
personal
was all that
information
beefing?
from the database.
Then what about me and Jim?
Anime!
It is just as she said. The future is what you make of it.
Jeez, I can't believe
so
I
she
fell
basically
for
just
that.
looked him up on
Cheeky
Facebook.
old hag.
Well, thanks for that long play.
Well, better save.
That is gonna be hope that there's gonna be Neo Kobe pizza.
I'm gonna save that memory.
Gillian gets scammed.
Here is the turbo cycle. Where do you wish to go?
Damn it! What is that?
What?
What is that a reference to?
That's CDI Zelda.
Oh yeah. Let's try to place it. Just couldn't quite.
Clearly a better use of FMV technology.
Yes, absolutely.
I want to go into a store and look at a wall.
Of course, they have fucking Easter Island.
Konami.
Happiness, Matt. Buy happiness?
Oh, reference to Rick Baker, the special effects worker.
Oh,
Oh, where did you get the mummy one? East Island one, damn it, it's a Konami game.
Smell. Smell harder.
smell nearby people. Oh god.
There's actually been like a ton of videos of people trying to remake this thing with mixed results.
I was to say, how well does that go?
From the sounds of things, it can be tolerable if you do it the right way.
Sounds good to me.
That's the best case scenario.
The making of a food that's going to put everyone else out of business.
Okay.
It's pizza dipped in soup. I mean, come on.
Let's put them in on the count of 3, okay? They get bland and soggy if they stay in too long.
No problem. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Very good. Now in a few seconds they'll come floating up. When they do, pull yours out right away, okay? Don't mess it up.
Why is a robot giving me instructions on how to eat?
Up, little fellas.
Why has he got one?
Hey, here comes one. Oh, that's mine. Come here, you.
He actually does.
Snag there, Metal. Hey, where's mine?
Oh, this is unusual.
Oh.
I wonder what the problem is.
I want my pizza. Where's my pizza?
Where's my...
Problem? Yours not coming back up? My pizza? Hey, really sorry about that. Happens every now and then. You'll forgive us there, would you not, buddy?
Gillian, perhaps we should go.
I love the idea of food that's on RNG logic. You might get it. Who knows?
I just love the protagonist.
I'll never waste my money on one of those stupid things again.
Wow. That
I
got its
just
own
love
sprite.
the protagonist. Like the protagonist is eventually going, my pizza! The same man. Okay, so we did see it. Nice. My pizza. Why do I get the feeling I'm gonna use some stupid video editor or something? My pizza. Oh! Gillian, there seems to be a mouse cursor in the turbo cycle.
Snatcher!
We've
Just a-
arrived at outer heaven. Oh, hi.
Welcome to Outer Heaven. Table for one?
God, this recording is 8 years old.
So yeah, if you don't have a mask, you gotta like run back to the shop and get one. We are in reference reference bar.
Ridiculous.
Actually, the original Japanese version, it was the original version was just full of copyright infringement.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, this is the localized version. The original was just like xenomorphs and predators and shit.
Oh my god.
Turning it into Konami characters was, yeah. Oh yeah, the classic.
fuck him!
Wow.
Lethal Enforcers spawned in imitators? Lethal Enforcers?
Oh my god.
No! One of these games is not like the others. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Fucking ridiculous.
How many of these are still relevant?
We've got a Smash character here.
Yeah, we got
Teenage suicide rate increased dramatically that year because of. Wow.
Yes.
Because he couldn't jump off the stairs.
Hello? It's a nice costume robot. Thanks.
This is leading somewhere because it's not vital, funnily enough. Okay, what's this leading to? Is he gonna get kicked out?
Great.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't quite remember what that is, so assuming they follow up with it, I guess I'll be surprised. I'll probably remember it when I see it, but
I just have this awful itch in my hair that I just can't get out.
she's lifting her hair up so she can actually see.
She should get a haircut, damn.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Eat your buffalo, Gibson. Do you think this game could like get away with doing the Phoenix Wright thing and pretend it's set in America?
I think so.
Because the protagonist is American, so...
To be honest, I kind of forgot it was in Japan.
Fair enough. I mean, they do make a point of saying Neo Kobe is very multicultural for a Japanese city, so... Do you have a mouth? Yes.
This is
Head up mouth.
I'm not going to ask you about his nose, I'm going to just make a statement.
Are you going on a date with me? Oh, this show might have like optional dialogue. No, we should call Isabella. Fucking Sparkster, Jesus Christ.
Oh wait, Contra's so relevant, did they make a game recently?
I think it's famous enough. I think it goes by on its previous fame.
I was just remembering that, like, they had, like, I think a recent trailer or an actual game, I forget. But,
Oh,
yeah, it
yes.
looked fucking miserable.
Yeah. I still say the original game's probably fondly remembered enough to coast on it.
Yeah, yeah.
More so than fucking Lethal Enforcers. I guess even Spox has had a game in the last decade.
Did he?
Yeah, that Bucket Night game, it was just kind of a 5 out of 10, whatever. It was on the 360, I believe.
I did not hear about this. Well,
Yeah. It wasn't particularly good, but yeah, no, we got a third game.
huh.
Or fourth, depending on how you view the series.
Right, right. Wasn't it like they had a SNES game and a Genesis game that were way different or something?
Yeah, they're both called Sparkster. but like, yeah, completely different. Like, they didn't even have the same mechanics.
That's weird. How does that happen?
There's actually a video out there that delves into the subject. I think it was like a simultaneous development, and then they, I think the SNES one was like the true sequel. But then Sega needed a new game as well, so like, oh shit, well let's not turn this into a plot, let's turn it into a new game or some weird stuff like that. Like, it started development, and then they needed another game, so.
We are certainly looking around.
Probably for the best I'm not playing this, because I couldn't like quite beeline through it as fast as this. Be a lot of me kind of fumbling around and checking, double checking every single option.
And also the things you learn by doing the same option 4 or 6 times, apparently.
Well, that is Isabella,
Michael Jackson.
Well. Okay.
I didn't know about that. Oh no, it's that guy from Yakuza. And what was I saying? Well, Michael Jackson?
I don't think anything matters now.
Why we're just hammering the look command just randomly at this point.
Well, that one, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That Isabella phone number seemed pretty well buried though, because usually when they say the same thing twice, like you give up.
You'd think, yeah.
But they kept hammering it, and they got that phone number. So
Speaking of hammering it, Jesus Christ, what the hell happened? Why? What? We've gone off the rails and the bot desynced and now now we're just
Yeah, the task is messed up.
in
You got
trouble with the chief again? Like, you just got to work. We've been with him since he like actually got this job. He hasn't been in trouble with the chief for.
He also so subtly blames us for Jean's death.
I don't know where this is leading. I mean, the time on this video is so tight. I presume there's not a lot of procrastinating, but yeah, call him on the video phone. What's wrong with you?
This is like the entire rest of the video.
I just accidentally looped this.
We are on this screen for another 3 minutes. I don't know. What the fuck?
He's just giving us a chance to talk about extra things, because it's like for the first time my mind's gone blank. Oh, thank God.
Oh. Oh, if you kill enough time.
Oh, that is literally it, yeah. It's literally procrastinating for this. Pick up woman?
What the fuck?
This is definitely worth it.
I can't believe my wife is seeing the chief. I wonder if there's any hot girls I can pick up here. Revenge dating.
Revenge dating. Remember this. This guy's Boomhauer. This is Boomhauer's like method of picking up women. He just tries literally everyone, and then it's like 1 in 100, but he still gets a date.
Jamie, do you have a boss that I could date?
Oh. Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Nailed it.
God.
It's the future, after all.
Yeah.
Oh, you. What the fuck?
Advance the dialogue there?
This music is jamming. We need to hear it.
I mean, that's true, but we'll have the chance to hear it.
I don't understand how we went from hammering through stuff to just doing weird Easter eggs.
Yeah, and also just not advancing dialogue.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm glad we're seeing some of this weird shit, because
It's a weird shit.
it is part of the experience.
Better save after that close encounter with the Snatcher.
Yeah, among other things. That was a load of nonsense. Definitely glad we went with this one though, rather than the 7-hour one, because maybe it's just the speed they're advancing through the text, honestly. Like, that shit adds up if you don't procrastinate on it too long.
I mean, I learned some new things, but not any important things.
Don't use Jordan.
I'm glad Jordan has a plumb bob.
I think I remember struggling a bit on this the very first time I played it.
It's a little vague.
Also, don't get me wrong, I appreciate this like as for gameplay purposes, but there are 6 types of eyes humans can have.
Oh, including glasses.
Yes. I mean, it's a video game, whatever, but it's... I guess you could use this to make your Snatcher fun character. It's like a dog mouth.
Yeah, there's a lot of vague stuff going on there.
Yeah, that's him.
Also, this is the thing that we did in Fahrenheit.
Yeah. I can think I said way back then. I said I played that just after playing this. For the
Oh,
first
that's
time.
right.
That was a long time ago. Oh, that's supposed to be like a polygon model, Okay. Let's go procrastinate in the city for some more.
Hi, bye.
Hi, Gillian. How's the investigation? Can't talk. Busy.
Oh man, now we're really spree cyberpunk.
Are you a Snatcher? Man, this played like slowed down a lot.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, what did I write down in this section?
I just went really tired. What? Jesus Christ, Gilly, just ask them, you don't have to threaten them. So we know he's a fool.
I'm glad they include a reference to my favorite SNK character.
He's
Yeah,
into
I was-
Sky.
I was waiting for that or Gordon Freeman. Although, yeah, the SK Freeman is definitely looks like you'd hang around here.
Yeah, this is basically a stage.
Yeah, join us on the literal garbage. What?
You can bring a job back here for me?
New mission. Find job for hobo. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Oh, here's another
Wait.
random video phone number.
I didn't know that. I didn't know about that either.
Side
Super-
quest.
I really hope he calls these numbers. 'Cause I don't know about them. The Isabella one I sort of vaguely remember. The old man one, no.
Really low profile shot.
I don't know if I said this earlier, but I really like the sprite work in this game for the most part. Again, they chose to do this instead of pre-rendered FMVs. That's how they chose to use the CD technology. And again, I think it just helped the game age way better.
It's a good looking game.
Warning, electricity.
It's illegal?
I hope we call Isabella during, like, the final conflict.
Yeah.
Eyes. Oh no! He's got a dick gun.
Alright. First QT.
Did I kill him?
He has only lost consciousness. Excellent shot, Gillian, hitting him in the hand like that.
That's not exactly how I planned it.
There's different dialogue if you actually take too long and take some hits. Also, I just realized why they talked about Lethal Enforcers so much. This game was compatible with the Lethal Enforcers light gun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, those sequences you can actually use the gun, which would be really immersive actually, because you're holding the controller doing the dialogue, and then suddenly you actually have to draw the gun. Like, that's actually really cool.
This animation is something.
Aha.
All right, buddy, time to wake
Holy
up.
shit, Gillian.
Whoa, man, don't shoot, don't shoot!
Gillian, while your earlier shot is justifiable as self-defense, killing this suspect would violate Section 5, Article 2 of the Junker Bylaws.
I'm not gonna kill him, I'm
You
gonna
must
make
first
him
have
eat my
concrete
gun.
evidence that he is a snatcher.
Damn.
We should search his bathroom. We may find sunscreen there.
Good point.
Okay, let's move into the bathroom.
Oh no, a surfer might have sunscreen. He's obviously a snatcher.
Yoshi, have you played this before? You're a genius.
You know, just investigate around.
Looks like you're wrong. Looks like you're getting a drug charge.
The worst kind of drugs, illegal drugs.
Worst part of drugs, the fatal drugs. Jesus.
Liquid sky.
It's powdered liquid sky.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
it's like powdered milk.
He's
So
got
it's
drugs,
food.
and man, his room is messy.
This proves that the Snatchers are drug dealers. Oh god. Snake scale?
Huh?
That's a Blade Runner thing.
Oh.
I didn't realize that when I first played this, Christ's sake.
So that about explains everything, doesn't it?
Yes, it appears that Ivan was simply trying to conceal the fact that he is a drug user.
And
Is he developing photos too? What's with this lighting?
Suntan oil out there
don't know.
soaking up lots of ultraviolet rays.
And tanned quite brown by those rays as well.
But he doesn't have so much as a pimple. Not what I'd call your typical artificial skin user.
Ivan is apparently not a snatcher.
All right, buddy, get
I'm
up.
gonna, I'm gonna blow his brains out.
Liquid sky, dude. Just once
I like to imagine he did all that investigation while still having a gun in his mouth.
Call me an ambulance, will you? I'm
Talking
not
very
pretty low.
articulately for having a big
I couldn't
barrel in
care
his
less
mouth.
If you're a buyer, a pusher, or what? What I want to know is if you're a snatcher or human.
Gillian, Ivan's skin is healthy. There is no way he could be a
You already know
snatcher and
that.
tan like that without
I'm
developing
gonna
melanoma.
kill him anyway. fucker tried to shoot me.
However, HQ has just transmitted us a scanning warrant. Therefore, under the provisions of Section 18 of the Civil Code, Snatchers and the Protection of Citizens' Rights, I will hereby commence a full
Let's see if the
bioscan of
sunburnt dude is a creature that dies from sunburns.
Analysis complete. Ivan Rodriguez is a completely normal Homo sapien.
Well, now we've said it 3 times.
I keep telling you, dude. I know
Oompa
Snatcher or
loompa
whatever.
doopity
Oh my
Now,
god.
would you please get me a doctor?
Why don't you just put some of your drugs on it?
Hey, I wasn't doing anything wrong, man.
The friendly boys from narcotics will be
Gonna
here
answer your
anytime
phone or
now.
what?
Save your breath for them.
No, dude,
Yeah.
but my drug dealer. Oh shit!
I'm just into air surfing. I just wanted to win the competition, man. I needed some
Whoops.
money for that, okay? Hey, it's just drugs, man.
Very 90s attitude to drugs there.
It's only drugs. I mean,
Well, Ivan Rodriguez sure wasn't our man.
Too bad for him that he happened to look like the Snatcher we're after. That leaves Freddie Nielsen.
I think I'm gonna go back in there and shoot him in the mouth anyway. Really try and fucking kill him. Dunt.
didn't. Don't you know green means go and red means don't?
Leslie Nielsen. Narcotics, open up. I mean Junker.
Yes, it's because they were talking to you.
A junker? All right, just a minute.
Gillian, please use extreme caution.
Yeah, I'll get my gun drawn.
Huh? A woman?
You read the fucking thing that said it was the home of Freddie and Lisa Nielsen.
A woman? That is what woman? Damn it!
I'm glad the robot hasn't affirmed my good taste in women.
Do you mind if I break the law? No, okay, let's just talk then. This conversation is going places. It's not like a Zelda jingle. That's like the spooky noise from Earthbound. More like a dun dun dun.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
There's
it's
a
all
cut.
over different video games. Black Taxi.
My husband might be a snatcher. Do 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 do.
They're gonna legalize the black taxis. It turns out you could actually just paint your taxi whatever color you want now.
It's
Well, the pollen
ah.
thing.
This isn't enough to prove that our Freddie Nielsen is a snatcher.
True. Without more evidence, we cannot get a scanning warrant.
We'd like to take a look in your bathroom if you don't mind.
Oh, you need to use the bathroom?
No.
Sure.
I'd like to investigate your bathroom.
Really? Whatever. Please, go right ahead.
She's just bored.
You know, accusing the husband of being a snatcher. It's like, boy, you need to use the bathroom. I do recall mentioning Snatcher while we were watching Fahrenheit.
You did,
Because
yeah.
of a, yeah, because that game did a little gag in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
These are illegal drugs. Read the label. Okay.
There's no mistake. Freddie Nielsen is a snatcher. Gillian, with this much evidence, there will be no difficulty getting a scanning warrant.
We've got you now, snatcher.
This much evidence
scum.
of there is sunscreen in the
You
house.
figured it out, huh?
Who's that?
Know all about us, do you, junker?
Ah.
That wound.
Jean did that to her.
Die, junker!
Oh my god, the fucking mouth guns.
Yeah.
Remember, they are only vulnerable in the head for some reason. What the hell did your bullets do to do that?
So what?
Jeez, those things don't go down easy.
So this game was also censored a bit,
This
wasn't
is
it?
a snatcher, huh?
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. You can see her tits in the Japanese version. Because that's what you want to see, dead robot tits.
I'll never understand this thing where it's like, well, we have maturity for the violence, so throw some tits in there.
Freddie, that's right.
Why not?
So where's he?
So, like, big,
We can
like,
contact
caved
him
in
for
robot
collections
head with
later.
blood
Let's
is,
get out
like,
of this apartment for
not
now.
sexy. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, it's nice tits. And there's like a fucking bloody metal skull there.
We're outside now.
I don't get it.
What the? A light just came on. There's not supposed to be anybody in there.
Perhaps Freddie has returned.
There's only one entrance, and we're standing right next to it. How did he get in there?
Shall we investigate?
He was just asleep.
Where?
Let's knock.
Can I come in, please?
You locked yourself out?
Wait, he just say it wasn't logged.
And then it was, because magic. Oh, it's one of those remote locks, like you trying to get into that guy's car.
Jill.
Metal, open it.
Okay, now establishing Alpha 1 link. Link made. Executing search for lock code of apartment 202.
Hurry it up.
Just a bit longer. I'm in Alpha 1's maintenance records for the MR district.
This is why Jean locked his drawer with a physical key.
Good work.
They got one thing right with all these technological advancements. Occasionally, it just makes things really fucking slow.
Huh?
Freddy
That
TM
tub
is here.
empty. That thing was filled with water just a few minutes ago.
I read motion. This room.
Damn. Where is he?
Gillian, behind you.
What's going on with the emulation?
What are we even? What?
What about what?
Why were who is firing?
You were trying to
That
like
was
shoot him off you.
close. You're lucky
But you
I
couldn't,
was here to
so
save your
makes some
skin.
sense.
Who are you? Me? Random Hajil, bounty hunter.
Bounty hunter?
Yes, Gillian, a bounty hunter. As the junker profession is so dangerous, their numbers have fallen dramatically over the past few years. As a result, the government decided to put a price on Snatcher's heads in order to encourage private citizens to cooperate in the effort to track them down. Naturally, these bounty hunters must register with the authorities.
You said your name's Random, right? What did you do?
Are you
Follow me
joking?
here?
Yeah, you got it. Investigations aren't my style. You track them down, I take 'em.
It's Sting from the
You
movie
have the legal
June.
obligation to
Just
state
straight
your
up.
bounty hunter
Oh, that's
registration
right.
number. Please do so now, immediately.
BH75001 Random Hajil. That's RANDOMHAJILE.
BH75001, Random Hajil.
Funny thing is,
That's confirmed.
where I
officially
bought this
recognize
game
you
in
as a
my
legal
little
bounty
town,
hunter.
Sting used to be a
Wow.
teacher at.
Gillian, records indicate that he has
So there's
already disposed
yeah,
of
where I
3
bought this
snatchers
game
just this
has the
month.
likeness of the
Counting Freddy,
two
that
dudes
makes
from
4.
the same town. Anyway,
4.
I've been at this a lot longer than you have. Just relax, rookie. So, Junker Boy, let me give you a little tip. You might already know, but Snatcher's weak point is their artificial skin. If they sit out in the sun too long, they get cancer. That's why they set up a
Thanks.
hospital to treat this little problem of theirs. You find it, you can take them out, roots and all.
Where did you get all your information? Wait a sec. You stole it from Gibson, didn't you?
That's not really important. But now that Gibson's out of the picture, I need you to get busy.
I track him down and you junk him. Is that the idea?
Anyhow, it seems Gibson found that hospital. He must have left behind some
How did you get a
information
one-wheel
about
bike
it.
into this bathroom?
What do you mean, seen?
it's not a cycle
Don't
though.
you know anything about it?
Hey, investigations are your job, right?
That's the wheelie helmet from Kirby Superstar.
Yeah, I'll get it out of you later. See ya, Junker Boy.
It lets me shoot stars out of my forehead.
A Snatcher-controlled hospital, eh? There's bound to be more than a few of them in there.
Well, that was weird.